Moses was taking care of the sheep and goats of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian, and Moses decided to lead them across the desert to Sinai, the holy mountain. There an angel of the Lord appeared to him from a burning bush. Moses saw that the bush was on fire, but it was not burning up. "This is strange," he said to himself. "I'll go over and see why the bush isn't burning up." When the Lord saw Moses coming near, he called him by name from the bush, and Moses answered, "Here I am." God replied, "Don't come any closer. Take off your sandals. The ground where you are standing is holy. I am the God who was worshipped by your ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." Moses was afraid to look at God, and so he hid his face. The Lord said, "I have seen how my people are suffering as slaves in Egypt, and I have heard them beg for my help because of the way they are being mistreated. I feel sorry for them, and I have come down to rescue them from the Egyptians. I will bring my people out of Egypt into a country where there is a lot of good land, rich with milk and honey. I will give them the land where the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites now live. My people have begged for my help, and I have seen how cruel the Egyptians are to them. Now go to the king. I am sending you to lead my people out of his country." But Moses said, "Who am I to go to the king and lead your people out of Egypt?" God replied, "I will be with you, and you will know that I am the one who sent you, when you worship me on this mountain after you have led my people out of Egypt." Moses answered, "I will tell the people of Israel that the God their ancestors worshipped has sent me to them. But what should I say if they ask me your name?" God said to Moses, "I am the eternal God. So tell them that the Lord, whose name is I Am, has sent you. This is my name forever, and it is the name that people must use from now on." God instructs Moses to gather the elders of Israel and inform them of his plan to lead them out of Egypt. He assures Moses that they will listen to him, and together they will approach Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to request permission to journey into the wilderness to worship God. God predicts that Pharaoh will initially resist their request, but assures Moses that he will perform mighty acts in Egypt, compelling Pharaoh to let the Israelites go. Moreover, God promises that the Israelites will not leave Egypt empty-handed. They will ask their Egyptian neighbors for articles of silver, gold, and clothing, which they will receive as a form of repayment for their years of servitude. This passage underscores God's sovereignty and his commitment to deliver his people from bondage, ensuring that they not only leave Egypt, but also leave with dignity and wealth. God equips Moses with miraculous signs to demonstrate his authority and power. He turns Moses' staff into a serpent, and then back into a staff, turns Moses' hand leprous, and then heals it, and instructs him to pour water from the Nile onto dry land, which turns into blood. Despite these signs, Moses continues to express doubt and reluctance, feeling inadequate for the task. God reassures Moses by appointing his brother Aaron as his spokesperson, and promising to guide and instruct them both. Finally, Moses submits to God's command and begins his journey to Egypt with his family. But Moses almost lost his life for violating the covenant that God established with Abraham hundreds of years before. God wanted to kill Moses for neglecting to circumcise his son. Moses' wife, Zipporah, takes quick action and circumcises their son, saving Moses' life. This incident highlights the seriousness of following God's commands and the importance of obedience. With this obstacle overcome, Moses continues on his journey to Egypt, prepared to confront Pharaoh and lead the Israelites out of bondage.